Yeah, I think so, yes. Just because it's never going to be anywhere else in a nice place.
Yeah. Or you're gonna have to like cycle day and night so many times to like get it to a location you're at where you need to be. So, and having a leaf is gonna speed this up quite a lot as well. Of course, we're gonna peek it first if we actually need to be here. Looks like we are.
And then with the leaf, leaf saves a whole bunch of time in the ghost ship here. We can just leaf pump across. Don't have to fight any enemies. Don't have to do anything else.
A beautiful pearl, which is very much necessary. Could that be our Great Sea charts? Or our Great Sea path to go down?
That absolutely could be. Great Sea path to go down could be the pearl. There, the only other possibility is Cyclos.
Cyclos, because hookshot doesn't do anything.
One downside there, though, is it might be a minor thing, but the ghost ship, the pots right before the chest, they have a ton of rupees in them. It's a very quick thing to smash, and then you wouldn't have any money worries the rest of the seed. But looks like Kitcot unfortunately skipped that one this time.
Yeah.
So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite him too much.
Yeah. Bit of autopiloting going on. We usually with let's say a standard season 5, we go to Cliff Flat into Bird's Peak, and usually Bird's Peak cave is where we pick up most of our rupees necessary. But we don't have that option now.
Well, we do have the grappling hook. There is that grappling hook clip into Bird's Peak, but Bird's Peak is one check and it's by itself. It's a bit of a sail to get there. So
yeah. I'm wondering when they're gonna go there and
or if.
how they're gonna do it. Like waiting until bait back to do it vanilla. Vanilla is very slow, obviously. But if you're not too comfortable with the grapple, skip.
I think we're going to get some convergence here again because they're each doing the checks that the other person has. And I think once they're done with their respective islands here, they'll be at about the same page again. Oh, Kitcot's going to get a bit of an advantage here, though, taking a quicker route to get up to this island chest.
Yeah, Jasnix didn't have leave yet, yeah. So we can just walk up on this pillar with our storage if we get on the correct side of the pillar. Yeah. There we go. Let's go all the way up and then just use your leaf to fly on over. Which means Kitcot is gonna pick up his hook shot here.
Jasnix likewise going straight north to get up to that ghost ship. Even though he's already been to Crescent, there's just not going to be a better time to get it, I think.
Exactly.
All right, Kitcot looks like going to be heading over into DRC now. So normally you would want to wait to get a bow to go into DRC, so you can shoot down the platform and do it backwards. That saves about a minute and a half from doing it forwards. But I mean, since you're here, we have the grappling hook, we've got the leaf. I don't think it's too bad. I think it's very, very reasonable to go into it right now.
We know there's a key on picky chests, so if we need to like quickly get a small key somewhere, they know where it is. But I think there should be enough keys. Well, we don't have bow, so we can't go backwards. So if we want to go forwards, they'll have to go to the big key chest to get the small key.
There we go. We get a silver rupee in the mail. Kitcot's not going to have to worry about money the rest of the seed. That's pretty nice.
It's very good. And a shield. I think that's...
And another one.
Jazz already.
That'll be the wallet mail as well, yes.
And a shard on Bido's mom mail.
Alright, so Kitcot going into DRC, but Jasnix is staying out for a little bit longer, just trying to look for that bow, at least one bow to help him out.
He's just slightly too far away. There we go.
No, grappling hook and hook shot. We can store that chest and go into Cabana if we'd like, but...
We have Cabana, dude, so we don't need to.
Oh, yeah. I guess we could do this the legitimate way.
We could do it vanilla if we really wanted to.
Sometimes you get so caught up in tricks that you forget you can actually do things the way they're intended to be done, right?
Exactly.
Indeed.
Oh, indeed we do.
Right, the other type of chest with chest type matches contents that you'll see here are the blue chests. These ones will always have keys, either small key or big key. They'll only appear in dungeons, and they can be a little bit difficult to make out from the brown chests if they are transparent, but you don't have to worry about those or the transparent ones until Earth Temple. Most of the other dungeons have very visible chests.
Yeah.
But DRC, big key chest has a small key chest, or has a small key. We want at least one more small key so that we don't have to get that big key chest at all. If we don't get the small key in these next two, then that's going to be
unless this is the big key, but yeah, that's not very likely. There we go. That's a small key. We might be able to do small key skip. I think Kitcot knows that one.
Yeah, that would be the alternative if you don't have, since we don't have the bow. We need to do small key skip, which is on the way up.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this was not a bow. would have been very useful if that was like the first one. But yeah, looks like we're just gonna go forwards.
The way the dungeon was intended to be progressed through. Meanwhile, in Cabana, nothing on top of the island, nothing on the first chest. Ooh, last chest is going to be our last hope for Cabana to have something.
Yeah. Got another spiky here. This is our last pearl.
Alright, Tower of Gods is open, but we're going to want at least one bow before we go in there.
Yeah.
And Cabana.
That's Maggie's letter.
it's just mail everywhere. Like
it's we just get all mail checks, like, or all letters that we need.
Oops, all letters. So you see just a little subtle thing with having those hook shots. So you can just grab onto the boat, grab onto other pieces of the island. It's
there's like very minute movements that can like speed up your entire seed, basically, like your entire run.
Yes, Hendrik, the green orb gives us a letter. The red orb makes it so that Beto, I think, walks around on DRI, and also makes it so that the wind just before you get in the dungeon is whatever it's set to outside. And I think the blue pearl, I heard this just a little while ago, it makes grapefish, it makes it so the clouds and grapefish don't show up, or something like that.
Yeah, that's the only thing that does. Also, we're in Birdspeak Rock now for Jasnix. We're gonna do the fun phasing through the wall with our grapple. You could just grapple that pole through the wall and then just cancel through the gate.
First try, that was very clean.
Yeah, that was very good. Looks like Kitcot is going to be able to continue on through the dungeon, having found another key. We are going to do our small key skip. And it is a spiky on BPR, which is a shard, which we definitely need.
Ooh, that could be interesting.
Yeah.
But yes, Kitcot gonna get some chest storage here, and this can be a little bit scary, this small key skip, but Kitcot does have the leaf, which should make it a little bit easier to manage.
We're gonna let's first get rid of any nuisances, like a bird that could knock us off.
One thing you have to be careful for is you're going to try to jump down on the ledge, but the game thinks that you're going to void if you fall too far, so if you jump too much, it's going to be a little bit scary, but that's what the leaf will help out with here.
Oh, these stairs are... They can be very tricky sometimes. And with storage more so. So we skipped one door, basically.
Yeah, those are all the small keys we're going to need. And you're going to see here that, yeah, Jasnix doesn't have the red pearl, so the wind here is, I think, just, I guess, default DRC wind in this area.
Mm-hmm. Which changes every so often to a different direction. Looks like we got our big key here, so...
Yep,
for
that one.
Kitcot.
That one had to be the big key because it is after all 4 of our small key checks. But if it's right there, it's quicker to just get it rather than having to get storage and do the big key skip.
Also, the fact that Kitcot still had storage was gonna be difficult to navigate.
Hydrophobic Walrus subscribed to Tier 1. Thank you for the subscription, and thank you for the wonderful username.
That's gotta be a pain, being a walrus and hydrophobic. Oh my god.
Alright, Jasnix in DRC without a bow as well, so both runners going to be on equal footing here. Not going to get any large advantages for items that are available to either of them. So at this point, they're both in very similar locations, but Jasnix has done the cabana. I think that's the only difference right now.
Cabana and Bird's Peak.
And Bird's Peak, right.
Bird's Peak as well. So, knowing that, Kitcot also still has to do those checks. So I'm thinking they're still pretty much on equal footing, like still pretty much on the same pace.
It's tough to say what. Tough to say if there's anyone particularly ahead or not right now. But,
yeah, it's usually near the end stages that we kind of know or get a clearer view of who's actually ahead.
Yeah, once they're in their last dungeons.
Basically.
I mean, aside from Godon, of course, Godon is always ahead.
Godon is always and will always be ahead in these pieces.
Kitcot's wind is a little bit sketchy here.
Yeah,
so we're just gonna go for the rest of it.
Just gonna grapple it.
Yeah, I think the big reason that you want to do DRC backwards is so you don't have to climb this ladder that Jasnix is climbing right now, because it's so tall.
Oh, he was going for it, but he was his time was just too late. How is ahead? Yeah, we don't know.
They always ask who is ahead, but they never ask how is ahead.
We got a spiky here.
What
are we gonna get? Yeah. It's one of the last spikies we can get. Our mirror shield. Oh wow, that's pretty good actually.
That is a very nice thing to get. That means we won't have to double dip Angular Island, which I think is one of the longest sails in the game, and sailing is the slowest part of the game, so that's nice to have. Alright, Jasnix's going to be trying out this small key skip here as well, I think.
Likely. Yeah, okay. I was thinking like not picking up the key chest. Yeah, because it's very difficult to get there with storage. I feel. I mean, you can leaf pump. Maybe. No, you just can't climb up. You can get back maybe.
Command melody, just outside of the Goma boss door here.
So basically, everything we still needed for Earth Temple was here. Just about, but that's
we had to come to DRC to get Command Melody and a Pearl for Tower of the Gods, and Tower of the Gods is our path to Earth Temple. So the game has a very specific order it wants you to do the dungeons in today. Sometimes it's more of a suggestion, but this one, no, I think this one's very Very
Yeah.
definite. Go here,
Yeah.
do this.
Such a linear game, this. What is this? Is this even a randomizer? So most likely, yes, Dodgy will have a bow, at least one, I would say.
Touchy
If
needs
that's her.
something for Earth Temple, so that at this point, I think it is. I think it just has to be the bow. Yes.
It can only be a bow, yeah. Could still be 2 bows in Tachi as well. Could be could be all bows in Tachi, who knows?
It could be an item that leads to a bow in Tachi, like a bait bag or a bottle part, perhaps.
Maybe. Also, being used to linear games, probably. If you're most likely talking about Skyward Sword, because they are both Skyward Sword runners. Skyward Sword randomizer runners.
All right. Kitcot finishing off the Goma boss fight, which was about 75% cutscene.
Yeah, that's a cutscene boss.
Would have looked like when they pulled Goma down for the first time, they would have gotten the one cycle if they had the Master Sword, I believe. I think they got the timing to get the double hit on the quick spin there. But just the butter knife still, so. We only have butter knife-like damage. Why can you bow Goma but not hookshot Goma?
That is a good question.
I don't think I've ever tried the hookshot on Goma, but I imagine that the slight movements it would be very difficult to hit, if it would register at all. Probably. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Those swords are bows, right?
Jasnix picking up some rupees, just got his wallet got filled. I just noticed. Oh, was he gonna try to peek that? But he accidentally entered the mini boss room. But we can just head on out of here.
Alright, Kitcot has all 5 timber statues, I think, because there was one on Ivan and one on Miss Marine. I think we had some issues that missed that. But we get to see what Ankle has for us today.
Oh, that copy pasta is just the best. We got a boomerang! Actually, not really needed this seed, but yeah, game thinks it's progression for some reason.
Boomerang is technically in logic to fight Puppet Ganon, the last boss, to cut the tail down so you can hit it, but nobody does that.
Nobody does that.
So, yeah, I don't think it really has any use. This seed, like, if you have Forbidden Woods in logic, then it's nice to have, but still not required.
Jasnix hitting the lava just before the chest spawned, so he's gonna have to beat these mobs again. Small mistake.
Alright. Looks like Kitcot is clearing out floor 1 of Tower of the Gods. Maybe looking for that path to Earth Temple, maybe thinking that it could be a bow?
I mean, it could be a very good gamble if there's a bow, and it's likely pointing towards a bow, definitely. But yeah, we know Hopacross is dead, so we don't have to go that way. So it's basically going to be this check that just before the skull room and the light 2 torches.
It is
spiky.
also pretty quick to check floor 1 of Tower of the Gods without much else going on. You can go in and then go out, check Cabana maybe.
Yeah.
But this could just be something right here.
Sword, which doesn't really lead us to Jelhala, so we're gonna keep looking.
Yeah, it is required. We do need it, but it doesn't open any other progression this seed.
Here's another spiky.
Oh god, Tower of the Gods. Floated.
This is our Picto box, which could mean Picto is leading to our bow on Windfall.
It would have to be Miss Manenko with a deluxe Picto.
Oh yeah,
because our
Pompeo
single Picto
Hero.
is yeah.
Oh, it's a sword. Yeah, okay. We still have one more check before having to go.
We have our chest behind bombable walls.
Oh, he's checking. Oh yeah. Wow, that's a good call. I guess Kitcot kind of remembered there was a hop across hint, but didn't know exactly what it was.
Maybe Triforce Chart or Triforce Shard. I've seen that that mix-up happen more than a few times.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he did miss the cycle to go in this door.
Both runners waiting right now. Wait for the cutscene to finish. Wait for the water cycle to fall.
Yeah.
This is a speed run. Oh yeah.
Again, waiting on Kitcot's side. Alright, what you got for us, bombable wall? It's a key.
I guess it.
Which it should have. Yeah, that's logical. It must have been because hop across wasn't a key.
All right, we can progress and hop in Tower of the Gods right now.
I wonder if we're going to do that. No. That would mean, though, that Deluxe, we don't know where the second Picto is. Because Jasnix has done, I think, pretty much the other overworld checks that Kitcot hasn't done yet. That could be Picto. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong here, because I do not know.
Well, Jasnix has done Cabana and Bird's Peak, and those ones weren't Picto.
Yeah. So I don't think there's any other really now accessible. Well, there's
we have a bunch of letters. I don't think any runner has been back to Windfall a second time yet, so it could be on the letters.
Yeah. We don't have Moblin, we don't have Maggie's letter. I haven't checked that one yet. There's also Angular still, because we do have our Mirror Shield.
And yes, Kenyon, you can get that chest that's locked behind the bow with chest storage, and by hookshotting it. The chest was spiky in that room, so you'd have to store that and then maybe blow yourself up so that you would not delete the item. It'd be kind of awkward to get. It'd be kind of awkward to keep both items, I think. But you could at least peek it and see if it was something anyway.
Yeah.
You can get it even without storage. Okay, that's good to know. It's been like 2 weeks since I played Season 5, okay? So I forget everything.
So yeah, Kitcot now doing the checks. Jasnix has already done Cabana and most likely Birdspeak as well. Possibly checking Angular as well after this, doing some more overworld.
Oh, actually, yes, I think with getting that chest without storage, doesn't that require getting Coral out of bounds, or?
Oh boy.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anymore. I'm gonna start spewing random stuff that's not right. Anyway, Jasnix has the boomerang.
I was saying bomb boost on top of the entrance, then a door clip and lead runner. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing that now. Yeah.
Bomb boosting. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
They're probably. Jasnix is probably not going to do that, although he is going to Tachi right now.
Yeah, I think Jasnix with the same logic. It's let's clear out floor 1 of Tachi. Let's see if our path hint to ET is in the first floor.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to find a bunch of spiky chests, but no bow, which is what we're looking for before we progress further in.
Yeah.
Tower of the Gods.
And it could still be a bow because we do need fire ice in Earth Temple. Logically, fire ice is required for left side. So it could still be a bow on first floor or second floor and above. But that would still require us to have a bow first. Well, not necessarily, but you'd miss some checks otherwise.
Kitcot going to be the first person to go back to Windfall for the second time. I'm going to mail Maggie's letter and get to turn in Moblin's letter. So maybe one of these will have some other progression for us.
Two checks with the same location. That's pretty good. It's always nice when you can chain Maggie's letter and Moblin's letter.
But as commentators, I feel we have to look for the worst case scenario, which I
Of
think
course.
would be maybe something like bait bag in a very late check in Tower of the Gods, which goes back to our first bow, something like that.
Or like a bait bag or a bow locked bait bag in Tachi, which leads to our fire eyes on top of headstone. No, that's too close to ET.
Oh, that's too nice.
That's too nice.
All right, Jasnix down with Master Sword, so we don't have to worry about petty little butter knife damage anymore.
Oh, was
Goblin's Letter has some love for us.
oh my god, Jasnix is going to go for storage.
Oh, yes, Jasnix is doing. He's checking it.
He's got it. First try.
Oh,
Oh, that's a spiky. So
he's
now
got low health. Yeah.
he's got low health. He's got a couple of bombs. Okay, it's just a shard, quote unquote. We need it, but yeah, he needs to get out of here. Luckily, he's got plenty of bombs.
Yeah. Since we stored that spiky chest, if we save warp, it's going to give the item that we stored to the link on the title screen. So he's got to basically go through a loading zone, but give that item back to this link. And the quickest way to do that is blowing yourself up.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, just saw on Kitcot screen, Maggie's letter gave us our first bow. So
Uh-huh.
that's interesting.
That is very interesting. So where was Maggie's letter? That was in Cabana, right?
Yes, that was.
Yes. So that's a pretty early check as well, because we got Hammer pretty early, we got Cabana and Grapple pretty early.
Yeah, we got
Or very low sphere.
we got Cabana Deed and Grapple both on our first trip to Windfall.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tingle and Lenzos. Actually, I don't remember where Grapple was, but
Grapple was somewhere in Windfall, definitely.
all right. See Kitcot going back into Lenzo's place with that first Picto to pick up his sword now.
Yeah.
Oh, Jasnix is going to be progressing in Tower of the Gods. This could be interesting.
Yeah. Having no bow, he's gonna have to skip at least one check. Is it only pretty much only first armor's knight check that needs a bow now? Because he did skip the skill.
Top of floating platforms room, because
Yeah.
you need to shoot the eye to spawn that chest in. And I don't think you can get the second statue across without a bow. You have to hit the platforms.
Yeah, okay, that's also true. But if we're following our path ends and we're trying to find a logic, there might still be a bow. Unless it's bow locked, of course, but there's a high chance that we're gonna get a bow before getting to those checks.
Well, what did we get in Tower of the Gods here? Just the sword, right?
For now, the sword. What was the first spiky? What
First
that
spiky
first
was the
spiky?
sword. The
What about
one in
skull
the
room?
the skull room I don't quite remember, and then there was the one that Jasnix also opened the skull room. Oh boy.
Yeah, the shard.
and
The shard was
Picto.
behind. The shard was behind the thing.
Sword, Picto,
Behind
and
the
shard.
wall. Oh yeah, okay.
So the Picto could be our path to
Yeah, but that
Which-
still would
which
mean
was-
Deluxe is somewhere else. because we know Pompey and Vero had a sword.
Yeah,
So
Gossip
it's-
Girls had a sword, but the first two Lenzo chests had items, and I think the first Lenzo chest that was the grappling hook, wasn't it? So the grappling hook could be our thing.
Hmm.
Let's see. Did Jasnix get the Picto? We will take a look the next time he pauses the game.
Yeah, he just tracked it, I think. Yeah, it's on its tracker now. So that was the thing he stored in the skull room.
I think this is going to be a little bit unfortunate for Jasnix, but there could still be a bow in Tower of the Gods here.
Yeah, we have 2 more checks we can do, I think. So Stone Tablet and then the mini boss, and then we're gonna be pretty much stuck here.
Stone Tablet, mini boss. Yes, then I think that will be all.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't get a bow in these next 2 checks, I think that might be a good disadvantage because he's going to have to leave Tower of the Gods, then come back all the way back in.
Big key.
Forced big key, so no big key skip this time. Well,
Is he gonna do mini boss?
Jumping back in here.
Is he doing? He is going to go for mini boss. So yeah, Kitcot has now a slight advantage, obviously, with his bow having gone outside. Only has to do the first floor skip once, while Jasnix is gonna have to do it again.
Oh, and actually, depending on what's happening here with Jasnix, if Jasnix doesn't get a bow, he's gonna have to do this statue setup again, and the statue skip again.
Oh yeah, because you can't. If you leave, it resets.
Thank you for trackers. Lava Plume Armageddon. Grapple was Maggie's gift, so that was not Picto locked. It was the hammer and Lanzo, yes.
Of course, yes, of course it was. We're paying attention.
So Tower of the Gods gives us our Picto, which leads to hammer. That could easily be our temple path hint. Tower of the Gods to Jalhala. All right. Jasnix really, really hoping to get a bow in this next check here.
Yeah.
Well, Kitcot gonna go in and do the floor one skip. Luckily not leafless.
Yeah, I can fully clear. Kitcot can fully clear Tachi. I think what Advo is saying, like, he should have. I would have at least, like, after floor 1, seeing like, okay, there's no bow here, just go out and check all these ladders you have. Because you're gonna have to do the skip twice, you're gonna have to do the statue twice. Unless, of course, this is a vanilla bow.
If it is vanilla,
it's a bait bag.
Oh,
which
boy.
could still mean this bait bag leads to a bow. because mini boss is still accessible logically, even without command melody, or well, they have command melody, but even without bow.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to call, like, when you're in the middle of it. Like, even now, it's difficult to make the call whether or not it's proceed further into Tower of the Gods, which you know is a path hint, or
It's of course. We have no clue.
Like, I mean, if you pick up the first Picto in Tower of the Gods, at that point you can kind of remember that you got Skullhammer before and see that could be your path hint fulfilled. It's a lot of information to keep in mind in one game. But I think that's going to be a pretty decent advantage for Kitcot here.
Yeah. Also, Arma making a good point. Big Pig could have a bow.
I predict that our other two bows are in Earth Temple. And I'm going to be proven immediately wrong.
Probably. As Jasnix enters Angular. They haven't peeked this top one, haven't they?
They would have seen it on their screen. It was kind of difficult to make out here, but...
That doesn't seem to be anything.
Yeah, that one looks dead.
Interesting. It's also nothing. Angular is completely dead. So, we're gonna check Big Pig on the Jasnix side.
Yeah, Big Pig and Top of Headstone are our other Big Pig checks here.
Yeah. There's also Needle Rock as well. The regular chests could still be.
Yeah, I guess that is technically bait bag. Here's the downside with getting bombs early is that we can't actually buy pairs right now because beetles just.
Unless you've bought the beetle item at the start, but yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there's still a lot of potential for just different time saves because Kitcot does still need the last shard from Bird's Peak Rock, and it's a single check all by itself way out there. He could put that off for a long time.
Yeah. I was wondering if we're gonna do the chase, pig chase, or the pig yeet, but it seems like we're going for a yeet on Jasnix08.
Participate in the randomizer. We have a Discord which has links for all of the resources and materials we need, like getting the randomizer, getting started with it. I think we can use that. Yeah, there we are.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of pinned messages, tutorials of getting everything set up, and it's a really fun, helpful community. People are very keen to help out where they can, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. We are at the tail end of a tournament, but there's usually, I think, 2 or 3-ish a year tourneys, maybe. I'm not really too sure on the logistics there. But there's regular casual races, there's semi-regular tournaments.
All right, our bait bag and Tower of the Gods leading to Big Pig, leading to a bottle. The chain just continues for Jasnix, who's going to go up and grab a fairy right here to save Grandma.
Which is pretty lucky that we have hookshot and bracelets, and also pretty lucky that we got a bottle here to do it right here. Our entrance to Savage has some convenient fairies here, which is faster than going all the way up to the forest and getting fairy there. Oh,
Getting
that
double
was
healed.
very close. Picking up all the fairies.
Kitcot going second try for this second statue skip and gets there. All right, that could be pretty tricky. Yeah, I agree, Advo. I think Jazz did lose a lot of time in Tower of the Gods, but at the same time, just with path hints, it can feel like there's something just waiting for you in one of those next checks. So I understand the decision for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now, is there anything that Grandma Mail could give us that would lead to bow, which is not bow? Like, is there any other item we could get? I don't think so.
Believe so.
Deluxe could
yeah.
still be picked out, like another chain.
Deluxe Picto, I think, would have to be the other one.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the only step in between getting a bow right now.
How about a spoils bag? That would be the worst.
Yeah.
That face.
Luckily, that's just money. Just some pocket change from Grandma. So we still have
Jasnix setting up for another super swim here, I think. So if you're photosensitive, look away for a bit. Yeah.
We're going to headstone, I'm pretty sure.
He's angling up for headstone, yes.
Or is it golf? No, we're going golf.
Oh, going to golf.
Interesting.
I guess that is a fairly decent sale.
Yeah, and we did just save. Like, I think did he save warp back to the start? So if this is nothing, you could just save scum back to outset and then immediately go to headstone.
Hopefully, I didn't quite see the save scum.
I didn't see it either. But it would be a logical.
Kitcot blowing up those bats with bombs. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Perfect.
They're not going to be a problem now.
Unfortunately, it is spiky. Or fortunately, maybe.
Unfortunately, it's just our last sword. Well, what do we have here, though?
Yeah, because this is boots. A thing we absolutely do not need.
There's our last sword from Kitcot's side.
There we go.
Iron boots, we do not need them this seed. We only need them if we have to beat Wind Temple, and Wind Temple is not in logic.
And we're going super swimming again, ladies and gentlemen. This is this is great. So we're probably gonna go from horseshoe to headstone. I would think.
Got peeking that key chest, knowing that it's the second small key, which we don't need, so just gonna leave it.
And another brown chest on these platforms.
Yeah, this storage spot from Jasnix is really... You have to be really quick with it. It is...
That's a fast one.
It looks... And
He's
it looks
got it.
pretty short.
Yeah, please look away. We're going super swimming again.
Yeah, I agree with Advocate. That floating platforms room that Kitcot just did, you can just shoot. You can shoot the eye right from the door. It'll spawn the chest. You can see it. You can peek at the other one, and you don't even have to jump onto any platforms.
Small counterpoint: when you enter and you leap immediately over to the platform, you have a great cycle to get up immediately. Like if you shoot the eye first, then you like kind of have an awkward way to like get on the moving platform that goes up and down.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just a small counterpoint. There's arguments for both.
Yeah, I think in general with the chest type matches context tense, you'll want to peek chests as much as possible because you can, like in the case that you don't have to check them at all, it saves. I think it saves more time over the long run. Like yeah, you might get burned a few times for sure, but you can leave that up to gambling. But
ooh, Jasnix getting harassed by the Cargarogs, or at least his seagull.
Yeah, not duplicating this last pair, so if that happens again, he's in danger.
Ooh. He's gonna go for a very wide angle now. Very wide approach.
Birds have already seen him the first time. Sometimes they don't relent.
Yeah. Oh no, we're going very close again. Having a steep angle like that. Ooh, that was very close. That was that was pretty close. So what is this? There's our boat. That might be our bait bag.
Yeah.
So that was our mini boss. Bait bag was our mini boss, which could be our.
That could be our patent. Bait bag to this bow.
We're grabbing storage on this.
Jasnix's getting open chest storage, which is very finicky.
This is actually the first time I've seen this for being performed. Open chest storage.
Oh, I don't know the specifics, but I'm assuming it's like 2 perfect frame tricks in a row. Just as you move, you pull it out, and then you have to hit the cancel button really early. I've never done it, but there's a moment where you can get it. But where would he be going from here to Islet of Steel, maybe? Because he missed the.
He did miss that, didn't he? Yeah. But I think we're not going. We might go there. We might just sail that way.
Yeah, and that's right. Something Magnus. He's probably gonna have to buy another pair for Headstone.
Also true.
Yeah, he's deciding that's not worth it at that point. Abandoning it,
just
gonna sail over there.
Sailing.
Meanwhile, Kitcot finishing up with Tower of the Gods, gonna be going to fighting Goda, and then we'll really see who's ahead.
Spoiler alert. Let's go down.
Oh, and somebody's updated our little command there.
Everyone always asks who is ahead, but never how is ahead. That was a nice skip there, like the 2 beams jumping over.
Oh, Jasnix doing a very nice weird jump where you can just jump right over that gunboat that's guarding this, and it'll clip you back in there.
I don't think Kitcot has an islet either, right?
I don't believe so, no.
But it's nothing, so...
Kitcot's I would say Kitcot's probably got a lead right now. I'm not sure how much of one. Like there's things that Jazz has done that Kitcot hasn't, but I think Kitcot had gotten an advantage in DRC and got a pretty big advantage in Tower of the Gods with just how much time they're going to spend in there. I think the one thing that what now Jasnix has over Kitcot is Bird's Peak Rock. They got the shard from there, which Kitcot could put off for a while since it's a long check, and the Needle Rock chest with the bow. I think that's what.
Oh, that was very unfortunate. He had one arrow left to hit that eye, but just as he shot it, go down, spawn some arrows, which sometimes it can take a while, but there's a chance that it happens at the exact same moment you don't have any arrows left. And so he just missed that.
I actually kind of like that because now Kitcot has 9 arrows in stock as opposed to just like 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's also fair. Don't really have to go buy or go find some arrows for these next couple of checks.
Alright, so now Jasnix is doing this part of Tower of the Gods again, this is all something that I think Kitcot had to do once.
Yeah, exactly.
And so this skip and the entire next room are going to be just a bit of time lost there.
Oh yeah, because we got... do we need to activate the platforms again?
I don't think we'll need to, but...
yeah, it's just...
there we go. Okay. But we still have to wait for them, and that's why it's...
yeah, exactly.
Exhilarating gameplay to replay multiple times in one run.
Now let's see where Kitcot is going next. Might actually still buy some extra arrows or some extra supplies here.
Yeah, heading over to Beetle to stock up on arrows and bombs again, I think.
Which, yeah, you're close to this one. This one definitely, this one sells arrows.
Oh, Jasnix is getting bullied by the Wizrobe in this room a little bit. Oh yeah, again, Jasnix having to come back here, double dip this room to get into this check. It's gonna be a good amount of time to try to make up. Definitely not impossible. Anything is possible. But yeah, we don't see that Wizrobe very often. I don't know what triggers that Wizrobe in that last room. Is it?
I think it's returning. I think it's returning to this. Because you wouldn't have bow vanilla. You wouldn't have bow when you get here, and then like, oh, there was an eye there. I have an arrow. I have bow and arrow now, and then it just spawns there.
I'd imagine it's either finishing the first statue activating here, or getting the bow with the mini boss.
Yeah.
All right, Kitcot doing his monthly shopping at Beetle's shop. Because where else do you go? Beetle's got a monopoly going on.
No wonder Beetle uses a rewards card system.
Well, you do get the Philip coupon, which...
yeah.
Alright, we're going to get to see another pig yeet here on Kitcot's side, too. So by putting this pig down at the right angle, picking it up, it's going to be a little bit skewed, which will do some weird stuff with its trajectory.
Angle and speed.
I don't know, it's physics.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Big yeet. Let's hope Kitcot remembers there are fairies in the entrance of Savage here when he picks up this bottle. Judging by his reaction, he might not realize.
That's the reaction of someone who knows he's just gotten roped into a big chain of...
Yeah, but he's not going for Savage. No,
I think that throwing pigs like Link would be a hilarious and deadly siege weapon. Yeah, why don't we just go to Ganon's castle with a pig and just throw the several 100-pound pig at his face at like 50 miles an hour? That would do us some damage.
That would work, yeah, exactly. Yes, unfortunately, Kitcot not remembering that there are fairies in Savage Labyrinth entrance.
Yeah, that is a little unfortunate, but at the same time, he might get away with it because Grandma was dead. Doesn't really
Also
have
true.
anything for it. It might be a while before he checks.
Yeah.
I didn't see what Kitcot peaked, but since he's going for it now on top of Headstone, that's
something. Might have been a shard, maybe? It could be the last shard?
No, we have all of our shards.
Oh, we know where they are? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Actually, I think I saw a bow, but...
It is Fire and Ice.
It is Fire and Ice.
So... Bait Bag has led to 2 bows now?
Was there 2 bows?
Because it was Needle Rock,
so
chest, and this one.
I think that means that Bait Bag had to be our... Or... Not had to be, but I think there's a good chance that it was our path hint because... It would have to be... Like, the other one couldn't be locked by Fire and Ice. Or, like, the bows couldn't be locked by each other, if that was the case.
And with this very convenient Fire Eyes...
That is very good for Kitcot. Jasnick's getting bullied by the Keys a little bit here. Having the problems that Kitcot didn't because Kitcot blew them up with bombs. Kitcot is missing the shard on Bird's Peak Rock.
Right.
Which is a single check by itself out in the middle of nowhere that takes a long time to get to. No, we didn't get it early because Cliff Platte was hinted dead. We just didn't go there, so we'll see how long that goes. But yeah, top of Headstone is going to be Jazz's... It's going to be an elbow for Jazz, but he's going to have to buy more pairs to get there anyway, which is a little bit more time. Yeah, Bomb Island was hinted dead there. So that's part of what was funny. Like Cliff Platte was dead, Bomb Island was dead.
Yeah, Forest Haven is dead.
I think both of our runners went to Crescent Moon, then down to Paw Print where they got the Ghost Ship. So there was just no good place to get Ghost Ship and no good time to go check out Bird's Peak Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kitcot is looking for the last shard and a last bow.
Which we know.
I'm pretty sure Kitcot is going to be full clearing Earth Temple looking for those.
Yeah.
So Jasnix has the chance to get them all before going to Earth Temple. So Jasnix has the chance to go mode Earth Temple. That could be a big time save.
That could be very big.
I mean, I probably would have done the same as Kitcot here, jumped into Earth Temple without those items because Earth Temple wasn't hinted Baron. I would think that there's a chance at least one of them is in here.
Yeah, exactly.
But that could balance out things because Go Mode Earth Temple is a lot quicker than full clearing it. Probably like 5 to 10 minutes, I'd say almost.
That is a huge difference, yes. Yeah, just being able to just straight beeline it to the dungeon room instead of going have to go left side, right side, basement. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll
Our temple also has our largest amount of transparent chests, I think. Kitcot peeking this one, seeing that it's a key chest. One thing I look for are the little golden circles on the top left. To tell if it's a key or if it's a Baron Brown one.
Are we gonna check the left side first? Don't think so. We're gonna leave left side. Unless we're just gonna open this. Ooh. Kitcot misaligning just at the last minute.
Play Command Melody again, which... a lot of small things like that. If they happen too much, they can add up to a lot of time.
Yeah,
just like also.
Looks like we're going basement first for Kitcot, or just not left side first. But knowing what we know, and that our progression items are not here, he's still most likely gonna full clear, like you said.
Yeah, the chances of Kitcot full clearing this are quite a lot higher than not, and understand. Right, Jasnix having a bit of trouble with. We're taking a bit of time here with Go Down, but I think we're gonna get him dead right away.
Really not wanting to get shot by those beams.
Sometimes Go Down will just hang out above you and not go anywhere else, and you can't aim up that high. But Jasnix finishing up here. So yeah, actually, Jasnix hasn't been back to Windfall in a long, he's only been to Windfall once, I think, right?
Yeah. He hasn't delivered Moblin's or Maggie's ladder yet. He doesn't have Fire Ice, which he might.
Yeah, because Kitcot's probably going to get Fire and Ice on Windfall, and then of course you're going to probably do the Fire and Ice checks right there.
So where were our bows? We have Needle Rock Cave, we have Top of Headstone.
And Cafe Bar Postman.
Ah, the Postman. Yeah.
From Maggie's letter, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's Jazz gonna be able to finish. No, not finish Windfall, because we still don't know where her Deluxe. Wait.
Kitcot just got it.
Kitcot just got his Deluxe.
Yeah.
I was paying too much attention to Jasnix.
Yeah, there's still a lot of potential. Jasnix is a lot of potential to get baited by Fire and Ice checks, but at the same time, might get to go mode Earth Temple. This is an interesting little race.
Yeah. Well, for Fire Ice checks, it's really only Fire Mountain at this point, because Ice Ring was hinted barren, and we know the cave on Needle Rock is also dead.
I completely missed those ones, so yes, that's right.
Still, Fire Mountain is a very long check. Quite out of the way as well.
Yeah, probably about another minute and a half. Cut, getting to... Oh. Be pointing maybe just a little bit further left to jump slash up there.
Yeah, the angle is just a bit off.
That looks like a better angle, but it's a little bit too close to the wall. There we are.
There we go.
that one can be a little bit tricky. Make the wrong move and then you're cursed for 5 seconds and you can't do anything.
And especially with having storage, the camera acts really weirdly as well.
Especially sometimes on this little clip here, sometimes the camera will just immediately do a 180. But I think
ooh, that was a bit of a scary drop.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay. We're managing. Okay. That was quite nerve-wracking.
You got there.
Oh, not peeking this chest.
You can just kind of start fly over this. You'll see it when you're on the way down there. That's something you can just get it from there anyway.
There we go. It's brown. Because we know there's nothing in ET, unfortunately.
We do, but Kitcot doesn't.
Exactly.
Right, Jasnix finally going to go get the last sword from Pompey and Vera here. Well, Kitcot doing a nice little big key skip in Earth Temple. Going to go fight Jalhala with some other banger music.
Also, some slight advantage Jasnix is gonna have in ETs. He's gonna have the light arrows, And so Jelhala is going to be slightly faster to beat as well.
Henrik, the Master Sword is also pretty decent for Jelhala here, killing these little Poes, because with the Butter Knife with the Hero Sword, they take 4 hits, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of rough. But Master Sword, they take 2 hits or 1 spin. Butter Sword with Jelhala without super is like, you cannot guarantee on getting a 3-cycle right there. Alright, Jasnix, fire nice.
So yeah, picking up his lights pretty soon, but probably first going to check Creeb and our transparent chest here.
Yeah, Jasnix just missing 1 bow, which we know is on top of Headstone. So Jasnix will get to go mode Earth Temple. That'll be his last required item.
Oh, Kitcot thinking he beat the last bow, but it was only 1 hit. He's cutting it close for having a 4th cycle there.
So just with that fact that Jasnix is going to get to go mode Earth Temple, I think this is back to about even here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, if Kitcot leaves Earth Temple and goes to check everything else, then that's the best thing that he can do right now. There's no way that he knows that, and it makes I think it makes a lot of sense to clear Earth Temple, but it could happen. Mm-hmm. There's mail checks. There's other checks to get outside of Earth Temple.
Yeah, and Kitcot still needs that 1 PPR check, that 1 shard on Bird's Peak, and there's a likely chance it's going to be one of the last locations he's going to check. If he's doing overworld checks still.
Probably check it right before Fire Mountain.
Yeah, exactly. I think Fire Mountain would always be the last one to check. Pretty much. But this has become very interesting all of a sudden. Creeb, what will Creeb have for us? Classic nothing, because we know there's nothing.
It's beautiful.
No, there's nothing else.
Alright, check the basement first on Kitcot's side. They are transparent chests, but we can peek them to see if they're necessary.
Which we know they aren't. There aren't any bait items anymore either, so...
we could have extra bottles. We could have... what else could we have? Another wallet, I guess we could have?
Yeah. Okay. There are still some baits. Oh, Jasnix doing Fire Mountain now.
Oh, okay.
Before Earth Temple. I guess he wants to find his light, so he knows he needs to go mode Earth Temple.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's the last.
I think having a couple of overworld checks left, and then ET, I would also do overworld first. Like hope for a bow.
Yeah, when you're down to 1 item left, absolutely, because go mode ET just saves way too much time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I understand Kitcot jumping into Earth Temple needing 2 items remaining. Like I'd be tempted to do that as well, but then just depends how you play the seed there.
Mm-hmm. And the funny thing is, Jasnix's bow is on top of Headstone, so it's gonna be the last overworld he's gonna check. The last overworld check before going into Earth Temple, and it's gonna be his lights, which is very funny. And very convenient for Jasnix as well. Oh, that is the wrong way, Jasnix. Is he gonna make it? Oh! Good save. Good save. And this is why we hate Fire Mountain. Because it's such a long and unnecessary thing.
We're gonna try for another pretty difficult roll clip here. But
gets it fairly quickly.
First try, absolutely. Fire Mountain dead. Who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed? We know. Jazz, you need to go to Headstone. That is where you need to go.
What else does Jazz have? I think he's mostly cleared overworld, hey?
I think he's done. I think he's done. Yeah, he's going to Headstone. He's got everything else. He's gonna be very happy, I think, seeing. Wait. What are we doing?
Oh, he's buying pair
Oh,
for
of course.
Headstone because he used them all.
Thank God he remembered, because I didn't. I would have been at Headstone like, all right, a pair. God damn it.
Moblin on Kitcot side being very mean.
Oh boy.
Not giving him a second of respite.
Desperately trying to find some hearts here.
Kitcot going over to the left side and
Yep.
going to be unfortunately
Disappointed. Sorely disappointed. That is your lights, Jazz. Yes, they are. So yeah, it's gonna come down to Kitcot deciding where to go next in Overworld.
that is going to be go mode for Jasnix. All required items, he just has to
Beat the
beat
temple.
Jalhalla and go to the end of the game as fast as possible. But yeah, Kitcot is
There is the
items
unfortunate.
at the end here.
There is the unfortunate thing that he still needs to go to Windfall and do Creep as well. Because, or has he done that?
No, he hasn't. I don't think he's done creep.
Hasn't gone back to Windfall. So he's gonna have to go to Windfall. He's gonna check that. That is where his bow is, Postman. He still needs to do the letters as well. But his last shard is on Birdspeak, and that is...
I think Kitcot did do Postman. I think he hasn't been to Needle Rock yet.
Oh, Needle Rock is his thing. Okay, so it's pretty much all Overworlds.
You've got a single check on Needle Rock and a single check on Bird's Peak, like two far off individual checks. I'd imagine going to Windfall first, doing everything you can there.
Yeah.
And then going to those two individual ones. So I think that's just, yeah, really unfortunate. Good cut.
But this clip went very fast. It's,
yeah, he's gonna...
skipping that staircase.
Kitcot will be out of here very soon.
Just need to check this, and then he's gonna peek the boss, and then he's out. So, Jasnix is still in Earth Temple, still needs to beat Jalhalla as well, which takes some time too. So, there we have a race on our hands. This
could be pretty close.
this is gonna get very close, I feel.
Yeah, that's right. Kitcot hasn't. Was that Kitcot that hasn't done Gamma or?
Yes.
Yeah, because he didn't have Super Pro.
Because he
got the bottle, but then save warped and didn't pick up a fairy.
Didn't get a fairy at Savage. And Jasnix is going to go mode Earth Temple, which is quite a sight to see. It's half of what Kitcot did, the second half, but the first half also just skips a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, pretty much since Kitcot has been in after beating Jalhalla, like he'll get to skip all of that. It's going to depend where Kitcot goes here, I think. And I gotta imagine you go to Windfall first and do everything else that you can there. Yep.
Yes, we do. Yeah, and then the two checks being on opposite ends of the map is also not gonna help routing-wise, because I don't think he's done golf yet, either. I don't think Kitcot has done golf.
That would be a nice one to route in with Grandma. Unfortunately, they're both huge baits.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like... You likely do Grandma, Golf, and then Needle Rock. Although that is still ways... That's still one island further. So there's not really any good routing he can do to like get these 2 last checks efficiently because of what we know at least.
Jasnix getting a very clean first songstone skip, which I think is the scariest part of Earth Temple Go mode. Second scariest being this part right here.
Yeah, you don't want to get grabbed here and then to reset everything.
Ooh, just about got up there without getting cursed, but not quite.
As you can see, the camera is doing some wacky stuff here. There we go. You get a bit of a better angle.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is they're struggling a bit there. There isn't too much to say at this point. It's just waiting for Jasnix finishing the boss, going to Hyrule, and Kitcot finding or going to BPR and Needle Rock.
I think Kitcot is heading off of Windfall now, though, so I think that's everything there.
Yeah, it was just those 2 checks, Fire Ice checks. So, where are you going now? Is it gonna be...
Oh,
he hasn't done Angular yet either, I think.
Oh, that is true, yeah.
That is also another... Oh my god, there's still so many overall checks. Yeah, he's going Angular. He's got Angular, Bird Speak, he's got Fire Mountain, he's got Golf, and he's got Needle Rock. And Greatfish Island, I suppose. Unless that was peaked.
I think that was... I know, I'm pretty sure Jasnix peaked it. I don't know if Kitcot did, but...
If I can see it, it hasn't been marked off his tracker. But I guess it's you're warping there anyway to go to Needle Rock. So
Jasnix using soup on this gel holophyte makes it so that the pose just die in one sword hit. It's really nice. Even better with Hurricane Spin, as some people might disagree, but
yeah,
I think that makes it.
Also light arrows to just shoot him to his corporeal form. Not having to worry about those light columns. And that was a very fast.
Yeah, I think Jasnix absolutely has the lead now.
Yeah.
Just Go Motor Temple is so much of a time save.
Mm-hmm. And it's it's 2 checks. It's 2 items for Kitcot, and they are so out of the way. So it's very, very unfortunate.
Yeah, I know in Kitcot's place right now, I'd probably go get a ferry, go to Grandma and Golf.
Mm-hmm. That is the densest check. This is Great Fish into Needle Rock, which is I mean, yeah, that's also...
Yeah, still 2 checks. It's a bit of a sale, but...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he hasn't peaked that one yet, but it is also dead, as we know. Oh, he hasn't done Islet either. Oh, wow, okay, yeah. That's,
That makes sense why he would go here first, then. Just 3 checks all in a row like that.
Yeah. Then I think, unfortunately, this is going to be Jasnix's game, and... most likely, I don't want to confirm it absolutely yet, but it's very most likely that this is gonna be a win for Jasnix here. There is our go mode. Yeah, if Jasnix has to mess up really, really badly now for Kitcot to be able to catch up.
If anyone is ever wondering how much time you can save by Go moding a temple, this is a great example.
This is a good example.
Like, we were finishing Tower of the Gods, like, yeah, Kitcot's got a pretty nice lead here, and then...
yeah.
Just unfortunately, it's...
Mm-hmm.
Nothing... Earth Temple is completely dead.
And, yeah, not knowing what we know, Kitcot had to full clear, because, yeah, there was no certainty at all. And, you know, getting Fire Ice on top of Headstone is like, okay, so maybe the last checks are in Earth Temple. I'm here, I'm gonna do it. Like, it's a logical choice to, like, having 2 items left. the check density wise makes more sense to go into ET then.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure if I saw that, I would do the exact same thing, largely because ET was not hinted dead. ET has a very high chance to be hinted dead the more checks that it has that are dead.
Yeah.
But it's not a guarantee, and especially needing 2 items left, I absolutely would have said, well, there's got to be at least 1 in here, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Jasnix breaking the barrier, 135-21.
Yeah. Kitcot picking up his lights. And that has to make the correct choice of going to BPR immediately, but at this point, it's
a lot to overcome.
I think it's pretty much a done deal. Mother and child picking up a ferry. Going to outset. So his final checks are going to be Fire Mountain and BPR, which is very unfortunate.
This makes a lot of sense as well. Like, again, just trying to clear everything else out. I would go the same way. Get those 3 checks around there, pick up a ferry, outset into golf.
Exactly. I would have done the same as well. It's just because of what we know. Obviously, it's like, no, don't do this. But you know, there's not a lot we can do about this.
Sometimes you get overworld seeds, but sometimes you just get dungeon rush seeds too. Like it's it's randomizer.
Yeah.
It's a calculated gamble, and I think it would absolutely make sense. It just was unfortunate for the Kitcot here.
Yeah.
Boy, it is still super dark outside. Hope you're all having a very nice morning.
Oh yeah, what time is it for you right now?
It's hitting 6:40.
Oh my god. Beautiful. Morning. We're well past noon here in Europe.
Alright, Jasnix making ascent to the Puppet Ganon fight. Final boss of the game, 3 phases in Puppet Ganon, and then I guess technically 3 phases in the Ganon fight as well, but feel a lot less like phases.
But they'll take a minute. It's all, the last one is just a minute. Let's go. Entering Puppet Ganon.
Going to be seeing Grandma Melee. His first shot just about hit the second one right after that.
Third one, or second one lining up. Third one. Nice shots. That was a very, very quick PG1.
Very smooth and Kitcot meanwhile making his way through the rest of the overworld.
Yep.
Man, it's kind of funny. We start 1 quadrant away from Bird's Peak at the beginning of the game, and
and that is going to be the last check. The last check is going to do. That is
not that difference, but it's a part of the difference.
there is some irony there, definitely.
Jasnix going forward.
Grip shots,
but not quite getting that one.
Might still get a double on the last one. And the second one.
Kitcot not cheating at golf. As some people like to do.
The gentleman's game. Kitcot being a gentleman.
And again, I can you can just tell what his reaction is going to be to this huge bait.
Yeah. Oh, this bait.
He's probably thinking, there it is. That's it. That's got to be it.
That's it. That's my shard. Oh my god, that is so heartbreaking as well. Very, very gutting. Oh, almost rolling off though.
Sea Hat again. The Sea Hat is one of the worst challenges in the game.
Yeah, that reaction. Oof.
Jasnix getting pushed around a little bit by Fuji3 here, but not too bad.
Not too bad. Going for a drop shot. Getting it.
Getting it.
Oh my god. Final shot. Let's go. Only Ganondorf himself to beat. And that looks like it's going to be the game and the round and the tournament as well, because this is Jasnix's third win in this grand finals. There we go, Kitcot going to DPR, last locationing Fire Mountain, as you should, because Fire Mountain sucks. We don't like it. But yeah. I was gonna say just too late to catch up with Jasnix, but it's yeah. It's all these different small choices that you make. Jasnix deciding to clear overworld before doing ET, finding his lights, and being able to go mode ET. Yeah, it's the little things in Rando, and there's also some luck involved with the checks you go for first.
Yeah,
so.
it is for Rando. I think both decisions that the runners made in terms of dipping dungeons or overworld, I think they absolutely made sense.
Yeah,
given the circumstances.
They were definitely justified from their point of view. So,
And
we're already second phase on Ganon Blink, and you miss it.
Again, it's real quick with soup.
There we go. One final shot.
Third base.
One final shot from Zelda. Ooh, getting close. Yeah, getting close to the edge there.
Pushed into the barrier.
Oh, Zelda missing. This is not. Come on. Oh, getting knocked down. One heart.
Oh, Ganon going for the finisher, but
this. Okay, good. We're safe, everyone. And there we have it. That is a GG for Jasnix.
142,
Finishing.
43, I believe. 142,
Just
44.
Just as Kitcot entered Hyrule, but forfeiting right there. Most likely. Yeah, seemed like it. So yeah, it's a GG, and we are joined by our runners. GG.
Again,
And
congratulations. First off, I think congratulations, Jasnix. That's going to be game 3. That's going to be the winner of the Challenge Cup overall. So very, very nice job there.
mhm.
Good game, Kitcot as well. I think, first off, we were saying, like, after Tower of the Gods, up until Earth Temple, we were fairly certain that Kitcot had a pretty decent lead. And just a lot of the routing worked out, a lot of the dungeons worked out. And then there was just so much time that Jasnix was able to save from Earth Temple Go mode that was probably a 10-minute swing or so. 5 to 10 minute swing. It was a lot, but
Yeah,
being the difference here.
I would say so. I think it's I think a common thing with me was I was kind of in a dungeon rushy mindset for a lot of the seed. Like I went to DRC without bow. I did floor 1 of Tot G, and of course I almost did Earth Temple before I did Tot G, but I was like, actually I'll have to go get the sword from Pompey and Vera anyway, so I'll go do that. And that's when I found my first bow on Cafe Bar, and I was like, okay, I'll do Tot G before Earth Temple, because every sane person does Tot G before Earth Temple, so I did that. But yeah, no, I think I was definitely in kind of like a dungeon rush mindset. It did kind of suck how a lot of the seed, from my point of view at least, was like kind of just late game guessing. It was like, I mean, like I had like 20 locations and I was like 2 items from go mode. Like at that point, what do? You just kind of have to pick a direction and just pray. And obviously, I picked a direction, but it wasn't the correct one, unfortunately.
Yeah, Randomite and I were both saying, like, both of you made absolutely reasonable decisions. Like, Kitcot, I would have done just what you did. I would have jumped into Earth Temple, full cleared it, and then gotten really sad. Like, just based on where you are and how many items that you need, and that it wasn't hinted barren, for sure.
The only reason why it couldn't have been is because Pictobox was there. And Miniko was dead anyway, so it really didn't matter.
Yeah.
So, that's the only reason that couldn't have been.
Yeah, I think Jasnix had a bit of a rougher time in the first 2 dungeons. I think Kitcot, you had a smoother DRC and a much smoother Tower of the Gods.
Yeah, I had to go through DRC normally, which kind of... did you have to do that, Kit?
No, I think I did... For Totji, I did... I don't know, so DRC we're talking about. I don't know.
You both went through
I don't know why, but I thought you said Totji. My ears aren't working. For DRC, I did... I gambled on doing it bowless, and I did the forwards key skip. There was a part of like me in my brain. I was like, wait, can I do the I kind of forgot where one of the keys were. I couldn't remember if the lock was before or after Rat Room. So I was like, wait, can I actually do this? And I was like, oh no, okay, yeah, I can do this. So
yeah, I was praying to God to find a key in Rat Room.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if you find the first key in like the floor 1 of DRC, is it that you have to find another key in a Rat Room or at the very least you find a I'm pretty sure that if you find the first key there, I'm pretty sure that I don't think that you can I don't know. I think that if you find the first key, I think you can skip.
I think knowing that big key chest was a small key, there had to be one before Rat Room, I'm pretty sure. Or up until Rat Room, basically.
Yeah, like you'll get at least 3 keys, and then you're gambling on whether or not Bird's Nest. Oh no, yeah, I guess Bird's Nest wouldn't be one if the big key chest was one.
Exactly. So we kind of knew, because it was hinted, there was a certainty that we're gonna get a key. And then Jasnix, you had to do Tachi floor 1 twice.
The rationale behind that at the time was I had the Tachi to ET path, and at that point I had everything for ET because I had just gone Command Melody, and so in my head I was thinking, okay, well the only other thing it could be is like if boss key is Fire and Ice locked, and then there's another bow locked behind Fire and Ice. And then your logical Fire and Ice is in Tachi, and that's what I had assumed. So I went to Tachi, I found Pictobox, and then just kind of like had to coat my way through the rest, because I didn't really want to leave. And if there was a bow in the middle, I would have been happy, but that was just the stupid bait back.
And we were wondering if it was going to be a bow as well, but then you got that Pictobox, and we were trying to remember what was in Lenzo's. We eventually remembered it was the Skullhammer. We're like, okay, yeah, that's probably the path hint.
Yep.
The stupid bait bag did lead to 2 bows, though. So
yeah.
Okay, fair point, actually.
I think in my mind, I think that I think originally I thought there had to be both, but then I kind of did some thinking. It's like, okay, no, it can be Picto because of where I found a Skullhammer, and I think I noticed that before, which is why I only did the first floor. I did the first floor off the off chance that there was a bow, but as soon as I found the picture, I was like, yeah, bow's probably not here, and so I just dipped after first floor.
Yeah, I should have dipped, but I was kind of like pissed off, so I didn't want to. I was gonna stand for it.
Yeah, like we were saying, I think Kitcot, you had a smoother first hour or so up until like the first 2 dungeons. Like that was went really well, and then it's just the unfortunate decision to go into a barren Earth Temple. It was such a huge difference.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, it's easy for me to look at the seed and go like, oh, I just got unlucky. But I mean, it's like at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure that Jasnix just has like better execution than me. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I'm pretty sure like just me watching Jasnix, I can tell that his execution's better. So I think his win here was definitely like well deserved either way, regardless of how the seed went. So that's what I have to say.
Well, either way, congratulations to both of you. Like final 2 runners in Challenge Cup. There, you went through a lot of improvement. You went through a lot of people to get here, and you've both done an absolutely fantastic job in this tournament.
Yeah, I definitely did better than I expected, I'll be honest.
I will say, just real quick, I am super proud of my super swimming shenanigans today. I failed the eyelid super swim. I just missed it. And so because I kind of wanted vengeance for that, so I super swam to Horseshoe. From there, I super swam to Needle Rock, and then I wanted to super swim to Islet, but I couldn't get open chest storage. So, but I was really happy about that. That was the most fun I've had in a while.
Yeah, we were wondering. Yeah, when you go come outside, we were like, oh, he's going to Headstone, obviously, and then getting his thing there. Like, nope, going the opposite way, and then going again. Okay.
Yeah, I know, Jasnix. I know you like your super swimming.
Love my super swimming.
It's like the first thing you taught Muzu when she was starting to learn. Like, right, day one, super swimming. Yeah.
Well, it's fun to know. It's a cool, fun trick.
It is fun. I've started learning it myself, and it is fun. It is fun. I will admit. I'm not good enough for it to be in races either yet, but it's fun.
Do you need to know like the ET storage stuff? No, that's useless. Learn super swimming instead.
I think I practiced super swing for hours. I still can't get it. It eludes me. But
Anyway, yeah.
I say got to see some interesting swims, got to see some interesting tricks, and some really cool decision making. I think it's very, very fitting for the Challenge Cup finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, definitely. I got nothing else to say. GG Jasnix. And yeah, fun tournament.
GG.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I'm a GG to our runners. GG to Jasnix for winning the Challenge Cup, and Kitcot for coming in second place. Awesome job. Thank you to our commentators, Gold, Quiver, and Randomite, and thank you to our trackers, Lava Plume and Armageddon. Everyone did a fantastic job. Coming up later on today at 1 p.m. Eastern, we have the Game 1 of the Grand Finals for the regular Season 5 Wind Waker Randomizer between Advocate and Butterlord, which is going to be followed immediately by Game 2 at 3 p.m. Eastern. And also at 1 p.m. we have a Twilight Princess All Dungeons community race going on. So quite a few things on the schedule tonight. Hope you find something to want to watch. And with that, we're going to go and sign off here. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful time and have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye!
Bye.
Goodbye.